Alright peeps, welcome to PCGamer Radio. I'm your host Lipstickpaddy, and today I'm showing you all Ashes of Singularity Escalation. This is the best RTS I've ever played, and I've played every one on the market. I'm playing this level because it absolutely shows you everything in the game that you can see. Now, it's like a light campaign, so you do get like talking when you come into the mission, but you can pause it because it's very stressful as heck. But I'll tell you why it's best in class. Now, each level or every mission you get in the campaign is so different that you've got to bring different strategies to the game. It's so fun. Now, you notice the map is full of circles and triangles. Circles is materials. Diamonds are, sorry, triangles. Hang on. Right. So there you go. You get a little bit of storyline in between. The campaign is kind of storyline light. You don't get much of it, but I do appreciate it that it is there. Now, why is it so good? Yeah, so the triangles on the map, they let you build advanced units, the big stuff, the big like super carrier stuff. Whereas the minerals make me do small stuff. And on this map, you can see I'm up against it with red. They're going to be sending units left and right. Notice they have all triangles, basically. They've got so many on the map. And on this map, your biggest problem you're going to have is you've only got two. But luckily, the blues and the orange-brown, they are teaming up with you. So if you link up with them, you share resources. So that's fantastic if you do that. So I will be going up for the triangle in the middle to get the third triangle and all that good stuff. Now, in all of the levels, you are in a race to get stuff done efficiently. Because all of the grey nodes on the map, you've got to take them over, and over time, they build units to defend it. So if you've not taken one for an hour, you go to it and it would be a massive army. So you need a big force to take it out and control it. So here, what I'm basically doing on the map is getting the economy up by building factories on these nodes, and whilst also building a small army that will head north to the triangle to set up shop in the middle. And I'll need to also get two extra armies, one going up the right flank and one going up the left flank. So you can immediately see I'm doing three things simultaneously, but it's really four here on this map, because you've also got to keep your eye on engineers around building the economy around here by... Oh.
Why do you stand in the way, Carlos? I wish I could say I'm surprised to find you and your little buddy there to be traitors working with her. But I don't need to lie anymore. Even now, you won't abandon the madness of Genesis, Samuel. I know you hold humanity in contempt, but this is over the line, even for you. Not tired of losing to me politically in the directorate? And want to add failure on the battlefield to your pathetic collection? Be my guest.
Yeah, so I'll pause if storyline comes on. It's few and far between. Now, I'm banging out engineers here to... Oof. Yeah, I'm banging out engineers here, so I've got lots of things to build to get my economy up and running and get advanced structures, so I've got like the best research so I can unlock technologies and make my units stronger and defensive, and get more logistics so I can build more units. It is really super special. So that was basically saying they're going to come down the right and left flanks. If I take out the circled red bits, they will not come down, but more importantly, I'll have more of the triangle myself And in fact, if I go down the right flank, I'll double my triangle input, which is radioactive material, I think it is. And if I go down the left as well, I'll then triple what you have at the start. When I say triple, that's me including the center section. So it shuts off, it basically curtails them from building big ships. Because in the center on this map, they're going to rain down juggernauts and big armies all the time. And you've got to keep your eye on it. So I'm going to fast forward it here. I'm going to put the full video on my channel because it's going to be, I think it's like a 90-minute playthrough of this level. So we're going to boost it forward. You can see I've got the base there in the middle. I'm building a dreadnought to kind of protect the area. And on the right, I've gone up the right flank, built some towers there. I'm trying to go up to my left, but it's proving very difficult because on this second attempt at completing this level, I mean, I've already completed the level. It took me 3 attempts, actually, because I had to learn what the enemy was doing. And then it was still hard, because this level has you sweating like a bucket, because you've got to multitask between each section. And when you're in one section doing stuff, stuff's happening on the other areas, so you've got to be aware of it. So real time, even though you can pause it, it still feels the stress of real time. It's super, super cool. Now, Trouble Abounds on the left, though. They just came with a massive force, and you can see they were pushing and pushed me right back on the left flank. I was like, oh my god, this is so different than my first attempt. But you can see I pushed my Juggernaut up to the left and the right. And so this hill here in the middle is full of defensive turrets that every time blues and browns go up there, they just get annihilated. So surprises bound on this one is like... So I had to build a Juggernaut to actually take the left flank, and built a Juggernaut on the right to take the right flank. That's kind of what will happen. But I nuked this middle bit, and then we're taking this upper thing. But you can't go up there because it is literally hell up there. You've got to wait until you've got a super Juggernaut up here, which are like the biggest ships in the game to do your business. Also, nukes won't work up here because we've got jammers, so I ended up building a lot of planes just to bomb the jammers out of existence so I could nuke them, and I'm setting up defenses here in case they push me back, which is possible if they come with big ships and stuff like that. This is me on the right taking them out as we make a push forward. This guy's shield's got absolutely tanked, though. You don't know what level he's upgrading his stuff, but they are very strong, the enemy, on this map. So his shield's got absolutely nuked. You can build, like, units to boost their shields, but because I've got other Juggernauts around, they are fulfilling that. Now, what I didn't notice, because I'm doing so much at the minute in this map, is that if you look at the browns, there's a lot of red in browns, and they actually take out their capital and kill off the browns. I had no idea this was happening, because there's so much stuff going on. And this is what I love about this RTS. It's just hectic as hell. You are stressed so much in it. It's fantastic. So I had to retire my attack to the right because I had to recharge with the shields, but it gave me time then to press up to the left. Then I had an almost emergency going on because on the browns, they were heading for my capital, so I had to I had to pull down... Oh, there's a nuke going off, by the way. As I nuked, then had too much defensive turrets there. They were heading for my base secretly. I didn't even know, and this was like, oh my god! I had to bring my Juggernauts down with me to take this bugger out. He came so close to my base, this guy, and you just can't go faster than it. So, but he finally came, and I took him out. You'll see this on my playthrough, how hectic it goes. There's a giant army coming down here, so I set off a nuke. And here's the massive Juggernaut the enemy came at me with. this was a test of my defences 100% on the hill here. I also had a Juggernaut level 5, I think he was, and I also had Blues there with all the ships that were helping me also. So that guy was toast when he came over the hill. He didn't expect to see me set up a defence, and that's what I said. They could have pushed with that. That's why I was up there. Would have pushed everything. Making a good push on the left and right flank here, and we end up doing it perfectly. And then, that final push in the centre then, and I get my super big ship. If we get near the end, just getting the mines here, but you can see the eye of darkness that I have. I was waiting to build this to actually take the centre on, and I've got all my spy planes that will take out the suppressors of my abilities, because you can't nuke because they've got suppressing technology. So I sent my bombers in to destroy them, but they had a bloody unit that was still straight in the area, which I finally found out where he was, and I got him, and then I ended up nuking their base, and then it was pretty much toast from there, because I've knocked out most of the radioactive, so they can't really build big ships. But even so, when I went over the hill, they had 3 Juggernauts waiting for me, and they probably would have launched 3 at me. So again, if you're not going fast and efficient, they can throw the bucket at you. They're just waiting for that bucket to fill with water, and then you will absolutely get annihilated. But you can see, ended up 2 Juggernauts on the right, 1 on the left, and in the middle, there's the eye going in. There are my armoured planes taking out the buildings, which are suppressing my nukes. But this is a suicide mission anyway, just because of all the air defence. And I'm basically coming in here to do as much damage as possible. And they did manage to do it. So I'm just telling the story of what went on here. And I'll just play out the left here, but the full playthrough will be on my video. But this is why I love this game. You're always multitasking. It's fascinating, all the puzzles, to work out the strategy of how to attack the enemy. There's 4 mini campaigns as well, which are a joy to do. They are absolutely thrilling, and some of them, when you finish them, even when you go to sleep, you're dreaming about what you just did and thinking about the game, because it's one of those deeply intense strategies, and it affects you when you're dreaming. I don't know if that ever happens to you, but it certainly does me. And wow, it's just such fascinating how good it really is. So this is on my path for the next Homeworld game, which is coming out soon. And this one was under the radar for me. Oh man, this bit was so fun. They had so many planes, and the nuke came in and took them all out. They must have been crying. And I just pulled my Juggernaut. You can see the 3 Juggernauts. They're all going to get hit. Absolutely fantastic. But the game has so satisfying levels. There are certain levels as well which are like, oh my god, this is tough. And you're playing on normal. Like, on normal, it is an absolute hard difficulty, but you've got to think on your toes. And again, there's that race at the beginning to get ahead of the game. And this is, I've done all the campaigns, the 4 campaigns. They're really good to do. And I can't wait for a sequel if it comes out, because I think the only thing the game needs is a fully fledged storyline with proper full motion video and acting like a TV show in between each mission. That would be absolutely fantastic to make it more Command and Conquer like, which is kind of best in class for RTS presentation. And I would love to see some kind of full motion video of all this technology getting unlocked during the game, just like Command and Conquer did, because it would be gushing at the pornography of all this tech. Was that the end of the video? Yeah, that's the end of the video. So there's Ashes of Singularity. It's absolutely amazing. I really, really hope you check out the playthrough just to see how intense it was. I swear I was sweating like a pig on that level, and I've already completed it. I knew I was going to win it, but I was just sweating because there's unpredictability all the time. It's so good, and that's why it's the top RTS for me, because often when you play an RTS, you're just thinking singular. You are just thinking about the mission, and it's easy because you've got one base. But here, you've often got two objectives simultaneously happening, or in that one, three things. And I'll always say you should be adding one in extra, because you can always upgrade your base to pump more power out. You could do like I call them spells, but technology things that you can put on your to kind of get better output and things like that. It is so good. Highly recommend it, and I can't wait for the homeworld when it comes out. Is it homeworld 3? I've kind of lost what number it is, but Deserts of Karak, I can never remember the names of the games, but I'm a huge homeworld fan, and I'd not played Ashes of Singularity, and I finally got around to playing it, and oh my god, was it a treat. It was a treat. I finished the whole 4 campaigns inside of a week. I was that blown away by it. And wow. Come on. This game is epic. And hopefully when the sequel comes out, like I say, hopefully it's got a lot more cinematic, because a lot of the units need better presentation when they're coming into the game for me. But despite that, it's still my favourite RTS of all time because of this stress level that it puts you under all the time. It's just remarkable, peeps. So there you go. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. I've still got a huge Factorial Let's Play on my channel, but if you can check out the playlists, I've got WTF of games I play, and also a couple of Let's Play for the games that I love. So thank you so much for watching. I highly recommend you check out this. This is really a love letter to the game. I love it, and I've got, like I say, I'll upload the full playthrough so you can watch it at your own leisure as well. So there'll be this video and the full playthrough. So thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This has been PC Gamer Radio, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So thank you for watching. You take care, stay safe, and bye bye for now.